Hey everybody, Ray Landis here with another video in regard to my Squier Classic Vibe 50's Telecaster. As you can see, it's kind of all apart right now. Actually, I ruined it, um, but I'm still smiling because I think I can fix it. As they say, we can rebuild it. We have the technology. So I'm just going to set the body aside for a second and let you know what happened with my neck. So let's see here. There is my neck. I've got half of the frets out of it. And I'm getting ready to take out a few more of these frets. I wanted to share with you kind of what happened. So this, as you know, is one of the nicest necks that Fender makes. The Stratocaster and the Telecaster are just fabulous necks. They have such a nice feel. Now they have this one, which is gloss, front and back, which is the Classic Vibe, and then they have the 40th anniversary vintage Telecaster and Stratocaster, and they have like a satin neck. And those two necks, I mean, you can see back there, I've got that one right there is a satin neck, and then I have that one and that one, which are the Stratocaster Classic Vibes 50s version. The frets are the tall, narrow frets. They're very thin, they're tall, but I found out that they're very delicate. And in my other video, I talked about, cutting my finger. It's starting to heal pretty good now. You can still see the mark. But the frets were sharp. And I've, I've got some experience dressing frets. I've had some great success getting my guitars, dialed in just the way I like them, and no sharp edges. I roll the fingerboard edges and everything. But these frets that are in this guitar are the tall, narrow frets, and I call them tender because when you put a file up against them, they just like eats them right up. So to get this neck the way that I wanted it, I took my file and I ran it down the side to take off the sharp edges, and then I was just going to dress them up real nice. But I had my file angled ever so slightly too far towards the fretboard. And what happened is I don't know if you can see it, I put a ramp. Let's see if I can get that to come into focus. I put a ramp. You can see it really good on that top one, those top two. It's like a ramp, and because of the angle, when you play on the high E string, it slips off. And I was like, oh man, this thing plays so nice. Let's see if I can get my focus back in here. So this thing plays so nice, and I've got the nut filed, I've got the intonation perfect, everything's great. And then I realized I've accidentally filed off the frets a little bit too much. Let me see if I can get that fixed. Still a little bit blurry, but hopefully it'll come in. Okay, so anyway, that was a real disappointment. So I went ahead and I took this neck off the guitar. As you can see, it's off now. I'm going to show you how I get these frets out because I was freaked out about. I'm going to refret this neck because I like it. But I ordered off of eBay. There's a guy that has really super nice necks. He has a great um, testimony from a lot of people. I ordered a neck from him, and it was a Squier neck, and he had logoed it with a Fender Telecaster logo, but it was still a Squier neck, and it was so nice. I put the thing on, and I had problems with it, not because of what he did, but because it got hung up in the mail, and it was in transit for like a week in cold weather because I'm up here in Vermont, and the weather is already really cold. So it got hung up in transit, and it probably went either in and out of hot and cold temperatures or it sat outside in a truck or something for a while, and the frets, they raised up. and I couldn't get the frets leveled. I went through with a rocker and everything, and no matter what I did, I tried to tap them down, but I didn't want to ruin the neck. So the guy was really nice. He gave me a full refund, and I went ahead and ordered another one of these necks, not this one. I ordered another one of these necks from a company called Stratosphere, and that's where I got the necks from these other guitars for these other parts casters, and they have like 2 day shipping. The necks are really in perfect shape and everything. But they had this exact neck, the exact neck for a pretty good price. So I have one on order. But my whole dilemma was, how can I fix this neck? And I was totally freaked out about trying to refret the neck. Now I ordered frets from Fender, so I got some genuine Fender 9.5 inch radius frets, and I'm thinking I'm going to try it. I have all the tools and everything. I got myself a really nice fret puller. It's got really great teeth on it, and I'm like totally freaked out trying to figure out whether I'm going to chance taking these frets out and refretting this guitar. I'm going to share with you in just a minute how I'm doing. It's working perfectly. I was concerned that I would have all kinds of chip out, and in fact, when I video this next fret coming out, you're probably going to be seeing the first chip out, but hopefully not. But if I, my big thing was, if I can get the other frets out, I can get the new frets in, and get them dressed and everything, and salvage this neck. But anyway, just another look at the body. I've got a nice Wilkinson compensated bridge with compensated bridge saddles. I've got the angled switch. I've got new pickups in it, uh, new pick guard. I mean, this thing is like dialed in. Sounds so great. And then I last up the neck. So the title of the video is probably going to be something like, "I ruined my Squier Classic Vibe 50's Telecaster," but maybe not so. I'm going to put the identical neck on it, but I'm going to save this neck if I possibly can. And if you're brave, like like you should be, I keep hearing people tell me that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn my camera down and show you kind of what I did with this. So I've got just some simple tape, and I've been able to reuse a little bit of it, again, by just taking it and moving it over, which is nice, just to cover up that little part of the fretboard there. Take this piece off. Just move it over. I've got this little paintbrush, and I've got a little cup of water, and I'm going to take that and just wet the fret, kind of like an indicator whether or not it's getting hot, because you'll hear it sizzle. And then I've got a really nice soldering iron, and I'm going to go ahead, warm that up for a second. It's a powerful soldering iron. And then I'm going to go ahead and just place it on the fret, and I can already hear it sizzling. I thought these frets were going to be so hard to get out. I was like, oh no. I kept putting it off and kept putting it off, and I was like, well, I guess now's as good a time as any to give it a shot. You know, all things work together for good to them that love God and are called according to His purpose. So, you know, I'm believing that I'm doing this for the purpose of God. So, I believe He's going to bless it. So I'm just praying now that I get this all taken care of. So there we go. I got the fret heated up. I got a really nice little chisel, which I'm going to take and just raise the edge of it up just a little bit. And then I'm going to get this tool here that I got, this fret puller, and just kind of work it along the edge there. See if I can get that to come up. Everything's different when you got the camera on you. There it is. It's out. Very little damage to the fretboard. A little bit of water there. A little bit of darkening of the veneer. of the lacquer. But as you can see, came out very nice. There's very little, very minor damage, which I think I can deal with. A couple people I talked to, they said that you probably chip it out so bad that you wouldn't even be able to play on it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand it a little bit and just take a little bit of the gloss down. But I can do that, I'm pretty sure, without any problem. You can see a couple little marks alongside the frets, but nothing as bad as I was told could and would happen on a maple fretboard. I believe I can get these new frets in, and I believe they're going to look good. I just set one up against the guitar. These are just a little bit bigger than the ones that came out of it. These are Fender standard. But they're gonna look good. They're gonna cover up any edge there that I have a problem with. I believe they're gonna be good. So I wanted to share that with you. Let you know that even though I've ruined my Classic Vibe 50's Telecaster, that I'm not going to give up. I'm going to get that thing going one way or the other. I said this is do or die, so let's get it done. So I hope that helps somebody, encourages somebody that you can do some things that freak you out and not be so concerned that you're going to bring the world to an end. So again, I hope this helped somebody and encourages somebody to try a few things. I've watched a lot of videos. Some of the guys that I've watched online, I'm very grateful for. I mention these guys all the time. Some of them, Philip McKnight, Darryl Brown, and there's tons of other guys that are doing this. And go ahead and watch those. Go ahead and learn from them. Some of them do it differently. Some of them put solder on the frets, and some of them do this or that. But you'll find a method, I believe, that works for you, and that's what I'm doing. I'm finding a method that works for me. So pray for me, and I will hopefully get this thing fixed up and up where I can do another video on the final product. I know I'm going to get the other neck soon, so I'll put that on for a while, and but maybe I'll get this neck back on the guitar. So looking forward to seeing you next time. Hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you subscribe, it'll definitely help me out. I'm just getting started with my channel, so I'm hoping that whatever I bring will help somebody. So take care, and I'll see you next time.